Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the episode 7 of the Artist Way journey. This week was all about something that I didn't think that I was missing, but that honestly was really needed, which was connection. So let's talk about it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and this year I'm doing the Artist Way journey because I left my 9 to 5 in December, and since then I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with my art and in life. And this course is made for creatives who are trying to rediscover their creative self, and so far it has been amazing. This week, Julia, the author of the Artist Way book, decided that it was time for us to listen to life, to the universe, and to ourselves. She mentions that life is always trying to send us signals and showing us different things, but because we are too busy with our day-to-day life and work, we are not here listening to those things. And the worst part is that it's true, and we are way too focused on doing the next big thing or the next thing on our to-do list to not pay attention to the actual present. So this week I tried just that, to slow down, to listen to life, listen to the universe, and not really rush into anything. And this week she mentions a lot of different things. One of them is how busy we are and how we work so much and we don't really pay attention to anything in life and don't rest. Workaholism and being a workaholic looks like you're being productive, but really you're just not thinking about the things that you actually need to do, and you're just doing the next task on your list, not really feeling like you have to grow or move into a task that it's uncomfortable, if that makes sense. I was on this autopilot mode on my 9 to 5. I was just doing things, not really thinking about what I wanted to actually do and the things that I actually needed to get done to evolve in my life and in my business. And so I was a workaholic for so many years that now looking back, it's like what I did little to no progress into my business and into my life because it was just an autopilot and I was really paying attention to what I was actually doing. So this week I gave myself permission to rest and I took a full day outside the house with my husband to celebrate a Portuguese holiday. Okay, so I hate vlogging in public, but we're here at Marquês de Pombal for the Liberty Day of Portugal.
We were in a dictatorship for almost 50 years, one of the longest dictatorships of the 20th century, and on this day in 1974 a small part of the army basically revolt against the government and overthrew the government, putting an end to the dictatorship that lasted since 1926, if I'm not mistaken. And every year we gather, the Portuguese people gather at Marquês de Pombal, which is the biggest roundabout of Lisbon, and we go down the avenue in celebration for this day.
With carnations.
Yes, because the thing about this revolution was there wasn't a single fire shot. It was a peaceful revolution that led to the end of the government. So there are a lot of famous pictures because a certain woman, her name was Celeste, she started distributing carnations to the people and the military, and they placed the carnations inside their rifles, and so we have a lot of iconic pictures from that day with the rifles filled with carnations. That's why it is the carnation revolution.
Yeah, and we're here just chilling while everyone is there starting the march thing.
Yeah, that's the that's the beginning of the avenue.
Yeah, here is Marquês de Pombal,
the biggest roundabout of Lisbon.
and we're just here. We're not going there.
We actually are.
I don't like crowds, so we're going to go behind them. And being able to think outside of my studio makes me realize the things that I actually need to do that I've been procrastinating on. And I work a lot, but sometimes working on the wrong things means that you're starting a new path in your life into the wrong direction. So this week, I also paid attention to those things and made a list of all the things that I've been procrastinating on and that I will take care of from now on. Another thing that she mentions is the perfectionism of things. So I think that as a creative, you try to just put the things out there that are perfect to you. And my husband is a perfectionist, and he can take an hour to do something and then another hour to just tweak the little things into making it perfect. And Julia mentions that that is a problem and that life shouldn't be like that. This ambition of wanting to get everything done perfectly is actually pulling you from your end goal of getting things done. This week reminded me that perfectionism isn't about getting things right, it's more about being afraid of getting them wrong. And honestly, I feel like sometimes now I'm more of a perfectionist than I was before, because now I think about putting things out that are actually perfect to me, but I also learned that having something done and ready and posted is way more important and meaningful to me than having something perfect on the works that never gets released. And for example, this week I posted my very first junk journal video, even though it wasn't perfect and even though I'm not yet a pro at creating junk journal pages and saving everything in my life for my junk journal. I still posted that video and I'm still really happy with how it turned out. Another topic that Julia covers this week is all about taking risks and how your creativity kind of demands you to take risks sometimes. And I don't think taking risks is a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing to just post something without being done, or just showing yourself on camera for a YouTube video, or even start a YouTube channel. Sometimes taking risks really changes your life. And this week I asked myself like if I was playing too safe on some areas of my business. And the thing that came to mind was my sticker machine that I mentioned on last week's episode. I mentioned that I was waiting for my goal on Ko-Fi to be hit and for my birthday to actually buy the sticker machine. And I should have bought it like years ago, but I just never did because I was playing too safe. And now I finally found that brand that I mentioned last week, and they are sending me a sticker machine. So I kind of needed to move into that direction for things to appear in my life. And I sometimes like to think, and I like to talk about the risks that I took in my life until this point, because when I started my channel in bullet journaling, I had a very old camera and I didn't know how to edit videos. I didn't know anything about YouTube, and I posted the video anyways. And I sometimes think that if I didn't, I would not be here today. And I didn't wait until I had a good camera. I didn't wait until I actually knew how to do bullet journaling and paint in my bullet journal. I didn't wait for a good notebook to know how to do calligraphy. I didn't wait for any of those things because I just wanted to take that risk of starting a YouTube channel and doing bullet journal for people to see. And it led me to here today. So I'm glad that I took that risk. And I truly feel like right now I'm ready to take even more risks in my life this year. So I'm really happy to announce that on June 7th, I'm going to have my bullet journal workshop. It's going to be hosted online. The link is down below in the description. It's going to be on the 7th of June. And the tickets are free, but I also have a VIP creative ticket for anyone who wants more out of that workshop. And I'm going to talk about how I started bullet journaling, how to start your own bullet journal, how to identify what style you liked for bullet journal. And we're going to just chat and have a Q&A session. And I'm going to have some digital and printable things for you if you buy the VIP ticket. And I'm really just happy to work on this project. And I'm announcing it too early because it's now the end of April. But I really want to build the momentum of the workshop and I want to get things done by that time the workshop comes live. So I'm making myself accountable by doing this way too early. So if you would like to join me for a creative workshop all about bullet journaling, don't forget to sign up in the link in the description. So this week, I just learned that connection isn't something that you force. It's something that you really have to allow into your life by listening and taking risks and allowing that connection to happen between you and the universe. And I think the way that I'm doing that for now on is just taking time to just create art without the struggle of being perfect and just taking risks with everything that I do in my life. For this week, I was terrible with the morning pages. I think I only did 2 days, but this week again, I'm also trying to get more into the habit, especially because I'm starting a new month. So it means that I really have to get on with the morning pages and with my habits in general. And if you're enjoying the Artist Way series here on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!